Welcome back to Surviving and Thriving, where we share with you the things that we have learned as we have transitioned our family from struggling to survive disease to thriving right smack dab in the midst of it, in the hopes that something that we share with you will help you, enlighten you, and encourage you as you transition your family from struggling to survive disease to thriving right smack dab in the midst of it. When we're growing up, we're always asked, right, what do we want to be when we grow up? What do we want to do with our life? And then when we become an adult, within a few minutes of talking to people, they want to know, well, what do you do? And so we're kind of taught inadvertently that our identity is based upon what we do. Who we are is based upon what we do. And so when you're faced with health issues and challenges, sometimes you're not able to do some of the things that you like to do, or you may be able to do it, but not the way that you normally would want to be able to do it. And so that can mess with your identity. It can make you feel like a weight because people are always having to take care of you, because you see the financial burden that it's putting on your family and the strains that your family's going through because of the things that you're going through. It can make you feel like a weight. It can make you feel like you have no purpose, like you're useless. But I'm here to tell you that's not true. You have great purpose. You are somebody, and your worth is invaluable. It's immeasurable. You are priceless. Don't let disease and sickness and illness deceive you into believing anything other than what is true. And the truth is, you are somebody. You are worth something, and you have great purpose. When you are going through sickness and disease and health issues, your life is under a spotlight. Oh my gosh, everybody is watching you, whether you realize it or not. Your life is speaking to the people, your family members around you, those who are in this battle with you. They get an inside view, an inside peek of what you're going through. They're walking through this life with you, but how you go through speaks to them. There are people who are watching you that don't have an inside look, but they're kind of close up. They're watching you. But then there's people who are watching you from afar that you don't even know are watching you, and your life is impacting them. You don't even realize it. And they're speaking about you. They're talking about you to other people. And so there's people who are hearing about your walk that your life is impacting. There are people who are watching you from afar. You're impacting their life. Their life is going out and speaking to other people. They may not hear about you, but they're being impacted because someone else watched you and you impact their life. And so your impact is immeasurable. You, my friend, you are living a life of greatness because you cannot count, you cannot measure the impact that you are having in this world. So now the question becomes, what kind of impact are you having? What is your life saying? What is your life resounding? You want to make sure that your life message and that your life is speaking something good, something positive, something that's worth lasting, of some substance. How do you do that? You do that by how you walk this walk out. A lot of times when you're going through, you think, I know I've thought this a lot of times, right? Like, I'm in a bad place. This thing is, I don't see how this is going to be ministering to anybody else. I don't see how this is going to be helping somebody else in life. And you guys, sometimes those places that you're in, them really dark places and them bad places, it would speak loudly. It speaks the loudest. It's more louder than when you're in a better place for other people. It has more impact on people than sometimes when you're in a better place. Because, right, how you go through them hard times, that speaks. If you're going through, and I mean it's bad, and it's looking bad, and it's feeling bad, but you're positive, you still have the ability to encourage other people. Your fight is there. You're standing strong, and you're fighting valiantly. That's the stuff that speaks. Now, if you're in those places and you're like overwhelmed and you're just a hot mess and you're mean and you're nasty, that's not going to speak something that you want to be emitted out there. You don't want that to be what is said about you when you're long gone off this earth. You want your memory to be one of greatness, right? We don't remember anything in history. We don't even get taught things in history about nasty people a lot, right? We get taught more so about people who are strong in the face of adversity. You want to be strong in the face of adversity, right? Those are the things that speak. I remember I went through some things, and I was in a bad place for a few years, and I was in a hospital for the good part of a year. And when I came home, I was in the house for a long time trying to build up strength to walk, trying to learn how to walk again. And I was walking to the car one day on a walker, and it looked bad. My feet couldn't touch the ground. I had sailor's gait. I was very weak. I couldn't stand upright. I was real slunched over and hunched over, very weak on this walker. I wasn't walking to the car. I was actually walking to the sidewalk, because every day I would try to go further, a little further, and I had reached a point where I could walk outside, and now I was trying to learn how to walk from my room outside to the street and then come back. And someone across the street, a little ways down, started yelling, "Hallelujah! Hallelujah! It's a miracle! It's a miracle!" And I'm looking like, oh my gosh. He said, "You're a miracle! You're a miracle!" And he said, "I saw you. I know what you've been through." And well, here's the amazing part. I've never seen this guy a day in my life. I don't have the slightest clue who he is. But the mere fact that I was up and walking, when everyone who knew of me, everyone who seen me, was waiting for the day that I was going to slip out of here, right? Because it didn't look like it was going to get better. But what that gentleman saw, and what he saw and how that impacted his life, I would have never expected it. I would have never known that everything that I was going through, he was watching, and that it was ministering to him. I don't know how many times I hear that our walk and what it does to other people and what they've gotten out of it, and how they encourage others, or how when it was their turn to go through something, they were encouraged and motivated by things that we went through. And sometimes, you guys, most times, what encouraged them most was in those darkest hours. The mere fact that I was still positive, I was still encouraging the fight that we had, the things that we did, all of that spoke loudly. When you go to your appointments, you guys, do your best to look your best in what you're going through. And when you go through them, smile and be happy. Be nice. Be encouraging. Be positive. You want it to be that when you walk into the room, light comes. You want it to be that people are looking forward to seeing you, because they know that when they see you, they're encouraged, because they're going through too. And they say, "You know what? I can't see what you're going through on you." They know what you're going through, because you're kind of in the same spot. You're dealing with some of the similar things, so they know the fight, right? But they know that when they see you, they don't see the fight on you. That you look good regardless. And looking good doesn't always mean having your face and your hair done and your nails did. Looking good is from the inside out. That you still have a smile on your face. That you still bring light into a room. Even when you're going through, you guys. Even when you're laying in that bed and your body is wrecked with pain, and you might have tubes coming in all kind of ways, machines breathing, all kinds of stuff. But you still can have life being emitted from you in a smile. You know, the way you squeeze somebody's hands, anything that you can do to give out life, do it, because your life is speaking. Okay? I hope there was something in there that could help you. Remember, in all things, do you. Until next time.